I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Let's see if I'm live. I think I'm live. I am live. I'll let more people come in here. Oh, Albert's in the building. What's up, Albert? Oh, I have two people watching. Hopefully I don't stream too long. Oh, I have 6 people watching now. Hey, Joe, I see you and hear you. Hey, Guy, how does my audio and video look so far? I'm hoping I'm not streaming too long. Find this cold, by the way. But I'm going to just give y'all my feelings on my top 5 phones for 2017. You know, a lot of people might not agree with me, but I'm going to definitely give you my opinion on it. I have 5 phones I've been thinking about and been using for the last couple of months or throughout the year. So this live streaming by yourself is really hard to do, by the way, because, you know, I'm used to having Team 100, but I'm going to do this one by myself. Maybe BG might join. He might join later. I don't know yet, but he might do it. But I'm definitely going to talk to y'all about the top 5 phones. Hey, video is great, and I hear you clear. Thanks, Mr. Guy Davis. I see Sixto Lewis is in the building. Albert's in the building so far. Man, I have a lot of people. Donovan's in the building. Man, I have celebrities in my chat. 11 people watching so far. So I just want to stream. I never really streamed by myself before, except for having the iPhone unboxing. But I was going to do a video with the top 5 phones. I seen a couple of YouTubers do it. So I'm going to definitely go ahead and, you know, just give you my opinions on it. If y'all have any questions, y'all can answer them in the chat too. What's up, Gene N? I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name. Android Studs is in the building. Mrs. KB's in the building. KB says, hello, everyone. What's up, Android Stud? Android, if you want to join me later, let me know. I can send you the link some kind of way. I don't even know how to do that by myself. But let's get this started because I don't want to stream too long because I know time really flies. And thank y'all for joining because I know your time is busy. But everybody's been using a lot of phones this year. A lot of people's been, you know, giving out their top phones, like, you know, the Note 8. I seen the OnePlus 5T. Also seen the Pixel. So what's the other 4 phones beside the Pixel? Android Stud, I don't have the Pixel, so it's not in my top 5. I'm going to start off with number 5. I actually have 2 choices, but I'm going to go with the one I've been leaning to more and more. Big Dog's in the house, and I'm ready for this one. I bet you are, Big Dog. The first one, Big Dog's going to get you a lot of attention. It's going to get you attention right off the bat. But my number 5 phone for 2017 is the LG V30. I know. Say what y'all want to say about the phone. It is what it is. But yes, I know the front cameras are horrible on it. I understand it's not the best. But look at me. I don't really take selfies anyway. The rear cameras are great. The DAC in this thing is awesome. The screen doesn't have a really bluish tint to it. The price of the phone was a little high, but, you know, I mean, overall, to me, it's still a great phone. It was either this phone or Leo's favorite phone, which is the Essential phone, but I think the cameras are just a little bit better on the LG V30. And the build is not bad either. Let me take off this case. Oh, what's up, Alan? Phone Tech at Work. Let's see. Look at the build. Still a great phone. Yes, I know. It really is. So that's the number 5 phone. I don't know if you agree. Do you agree or disagree with me? But I think this is number 5 for definitely. Phone Tech at Work is in the chat. Salute to everyone. Guy Davis says LG V30 is still a good phone. Yes, it is. I agree. Battery life has been pretty good too. I used it for the last couple of days just to try it out again. And yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So I don't know if anybody else had this on their number 5, but hey, it's my phone. I choose what I want to. Let's see. Phone Tech at Work said, let's get my boy Forbes to 1,000K. Yes, I wish I can get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I think I'm like 38 away from it. So yeah, if I could get to 1,000, that would be great. So number 4, this really might. Hold on. Donovan said V30 is one of the few phones I totally passed on this year. Donovan, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what you missed. Oh, Mr. BG Tech Life. I have a celebrity in my chat now or on my stream.
I can't hear nothing.
Wait, hold on. I might have to get headphones.
Switch. Yo. Okay, now I can hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I was using a fancy mic.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I
That
have to
ain't
go.
work out.
No, it was working out. I just couldn't hear you.
You can change that though. Where's though? Well, I don't know how it work on your laptop.
Yeah. Jason Gill's in the building.
Oh shit. Oh,
Hey man, we live. I was going over my top 5 phones for 2017.
All right, let me get another window going on.
So I'm on number 4 now, and this one's going to make people mad. This is going to really make they can't. I know what people are going to say. There's no way this is number 4. It should be number 1. Number 4 for 2017, the Note 8.
I haven't.
Number 4. I'm sorry. I know Samsung fans. Don't get mad. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful phone too. Look, 2 beautiful phones. Not mad, but overall to me, the rear cameras are okay. The front camera, no, don't do videos in the front. The Note 8, I mean, it has a pen. I can write notes on it. I mean, if I want to send Alan some love notes, I can, but to me, number 4. Hold on, let's see. I told you this is going to get people mad. Diamond said, yeah, ended up skiing all day yesterday, so didn't get a chance to make my video. Got home and fell asleep immediately. Albert, you said shots fired. I'm not shooting anything, Albert. This is my opinion, and it's how I use my phones. So I'm not really, taking shots at anybody, but it's just, like other YouTubers said, this is how they feel. I mean, this is my phone. Yes, I've been using it. I use it more of a alarm clock lately than anything, but you can't mess with Android Pay. Android Pay is great, by the way. I'm not gonna lie. And then also, low light and nighttime photos on this phone you can't really beat it. But number four to me,
It's the Note 8.
the Note 8. Now, number 3 might even be a more shocker. I think everybody knows what my number 1 phone is, so that's not going to be a shock. Number 3,
That's a plus.
I had to steal it from my son for a minute. iPhone 10. iPhone 10. This is maybe because I don't have other iPhones, I couldn't compare it to it. But this thing here, to me, it ran beautiful. and I don't know what my kid has on it now. He has all kind of weird apps and gaming apps and Astro gaming apps. But the cameras on this thing, 4K at 60 frames per second. That's beast mode. I know people complain about the Face ID. I mean, it worked for me 95% of the times. Donovan said Note 8 would probably be my number 3. Donovan, I was going between the Note 8 and the iPhone for my number 3. I I just like the iPhone. I guess it was my first iPhone, so yeah. I mean, I think it's great actually. I think it's one of the better phones for the year. This video might get a lot of dislikes, man. I don't know, BG.
I mean, this, it's your personal preference. That's why I'm not beating up on you. Whatever you like is, what you like for. If I on your channel and you just, am I getting an echo?
No,
Okay, we
you
on your
sound.
channel, so whatever you like is what you like, buddy. I'm not here to hate or knock. I'm just here to join you.
I feel you. Guy Davis said iPhone 10, good looking phone, and review says it functions well. Mr. Davis, yes, it functions really well. I know I've seen other reviews having problems with it, iOS, or hiccups. It slows down. Battery life is not that great. But when I was using this phone daily, it was awesome. If my son was here in the room, he would definitely say it's the best phone. He would say it's number 1 phone because he really likes it too. But overall, number 3. Number 2, the number 2 phone. Yes, it's number 2. I don't have it anymore. I sold it for 95% what I paid for it. Albert Hughes in the building. The OnePlus 5T is my number 2 phone.
Okay, that's a good because just for at the price point, you can't beat the OnePlus 5T. But now, look, can I at least comment or ask any questions, Forbes, as you go down the list?
Oh yes,
Now,
sir.
now, you know what the funny thing is, right? A lot of folks um like that the iPhone 10 camera, and I like the red camera. But like, I'm not gonna lie, you can say what you want, and the 1080p 60 frames per second, it is a slow to focus on Samsung, but it seems like my videos on my red faces on my Samsung devices come out. Like, I was trying to shoot a video earlier, and I mean, for real, I just went ahead and put the X down and used my S8 Plus. I wasn't using it in 60 frames per second. 60 frames per second. Not saying that is a serious problem there. A lot of times I will make a mistake and touch the screen, and the phone will be in autofocus or whatever. So things might be blurry for a second until I hit the autofocus button off. But I for some reason the rear video camera on the iPhone 10, isn't well, maybe it's my lighting situation. Maybe imperfect lighting is the truth. But it's decent. It's not,
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, the iPhone 10, like, dude, if you shot 4K at 60 frames per second in the right lights, dude, you can't beat it. I mean, dude, that thing is. I mean, it makes it look professional and everything else compared to this Note 8. Nah, dude, no chance. I mean, I'm sorry. Now, again, on low
is that
light,
me or you freezing?
I think that's you. I shouldn't be freezing.
Uh, uh, we got
Oh,
Alan here.
Alan joined. See, I told you, I totally made
Hey, yo,
Q1.
I'm just checking in. I just wanted to say I'm actually watching the stream right now. I just got home from work, so I just wanted to actually pop in and say, "What up, stream? What's up, BG? What's up,
What's going
Forbes?"
on?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Yo, I'm gonna go with the Blade V8 Pro as the number 1 phone of 2017. I'm out of
Okay.
here. Yo, see you guys later, man. I'm gonna
You
enjoy
working
this.
too much, man. You working way too much.
Yeah, I'm
So
tired.
yeah. But Alan, what do you think about my number 2 pick, the OnePlus 5T?
Oh, the 5T, it's a good pick.
Good
It's
pick.
smooth, it's fast. It got the fast face unlock. I'm not digging like the screen ratio. I think if you put the Note 8 all the way at 4, but I don't think the screen is really important to you. So I mean that's okay. But I mean it's a quick device, so I mean it's basically it's like the junior Pixel, so I can't knock you.
Yeah. I, see, he started talking about it, and his pistol went out on him. He's
The
probably on his
Pixel
pistol right
Junior.
now.
Actually I'm on the essential phone, and I'm kind of surprised how you didn't put the essential phone on there.
Dude, okay, honestly, for the last couple of days, I've been like essential LG, essential V30. And I don't know, I did some, the cameras, just to me, the rear cameras on the LG are just a little bit better than the essential phone. I took pictures with it. I took pictures with both of them. I've been off for work since like December 11th, so I had a lot of time to go do a lot of, walking around. And plus, my son got that DSLR camera, the Canon 200D, whatever, the SL2. So we've been walking a lot more lately, and so I've been taking the phones out, trying them out. And honestly, I was going to put the essential phone as number 5, but then I just lean towards the V30 with the DAC in it. I've been using my Bose with the DAC, and man, it makes the Bose even sound better. I mean, it's a toss up, really. To be honest, you could put the Essential on number 5 too, but I knew the Note being number 4. This video is probably gonna get a lot of thumbs down. People are gonna be like, "Oh, he's not. He doesn't know what he's talking about." And everything else. It is what it is. It's just my opinion, and what can I say? So yeah, number 2 for me is the OnePlus 5T. I think it's a great phone. The only reason why I sold it is because I got 95% of the value back for it. So why not go ahead and get my money? I had to buy a camera for my son anyway, so you know that's the only reason why I sold it. I couldn't get 95% of my Note 8 back or my V30, so that's unfortunately I had to sell the OnePlus 5T. And I still had the one. My other son has the OnePlus 5, which is still a great phone too. He likes that phone a lot. The number 1 phone, I'm gonna hold off in a little bit. BG. So what you think about my Pixel 4, BG?
You said your Pixel.
I know. What do you think about my Pixel 4?
Well, I mean, it's a personal preference. Me, I would. Well, I'm gonna say this. I heard number 4.
Number 5 was the
Okay,
V30.
I think the Note would have been in front of the iPhone. The Note would have been in front of the iPhone. Anything else, the OnePlus 5T, just because of the price, is understandable. But I couldn't put the Note in front of I couldn't put the iPhone in front of the Note, and I didn't hear number 5.
It was a V30.
Number 5, the V30. The V30. All right. Well, yeah, I would have. It's not that bad, but the Note would have been number 3 to me. It couldn't have been second to the iPhone, but they your pick, so I'm just here to listen.
I feel you, man. But number 1, I think Big Dog already said it. I think Donovan said he still uses videos for uses this phone to make videos. I've been talking about it. I still love it. I use it to make videos, and it's the number 1 phone for 2017. Yes, the HTC U11. Look. I mean, that thing is just beautiful. I mean,
Hey, there's a
because
lot of fingerprints on that though.
okay, hold on, dude. I was
I
just
would clean it up first, and
okay.
then have a drum roll.
Drum roll.
Dun.
Bam, bam. 2017 phone of the year, HTC U11. Man, look at it. It's just, oh, bam. I'm like Leo, like, oh, that UI, you know. So the cameras on this thing is great. The audio you get from it is great. I know people hate the UI on it. I think it's pretty cool. It's running Android 8.0, which my Note 8 is not. But hey, it's great phones too. So yeah, number one phone for me is the HTC U11. It's not a shock. I've been talking about it. I do love it. I love it a lot. I've been using it a lot more lately too. So yeah, bam.
So this is you've been holding on to that thing for a minute as your prized possession.
Yes, sir.
So even without the 18:9,
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't.
even 18:9 not important
Not
to
really.
you?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Having big bezels. You don't care about bezels.
I like to hold on to stuff, dude.
Okay, you need something. Okay. That is cool. I'm just gonna sit here and knock the phone and just ask you. I'm not gonna interview you about your pick. Okay. So you don't care about the newest processor. So that phone has the best display.
No way,
It
dude.
has the best camera.
It has the best camera, yes. Front facing, rear facing cameras, dude. Yes, it has the best camera. It
Better than the
can't.
Pixel.
Yes, better than the Pixel. Well, to me, yes, because I never had the Pixel XL. I can't put the Pixel XL.
Oh,
I
that was
can't.
a
I
cop
can't
out.
put it.
Hey, yo,
So
Forbes, I
even
got a
without,
question.
uh,
Hey man, I
What's
got a
up?
question, right? If you had to add another three onto the end of your top five, what would the other three be?
Oh, wait, so it's saying top 8?
Yeah, I just so I'm just curious to see exactly what you will put after
My
after those phones.
my HTC essential. My essential phone. Man, dude, now you the SA Plus and the Mate 9.
Dang man, I was waiting on that U Ultra, bro. I wanted to
Oh,
see.
I forgot about the U Ultra, dude. I forgot even. Man, I was thinking about that one today too, but the U Ultra was a great phone. Man, the U Ultra. Now you got me thinking, U Ultra or Mate 9.
well, it would be so. It should be the you all. It should be the was it? Okay, so you want like this? It the V30 shouldn't even made the list. It should have been the Jesus. What was your number four? The Note 8. The iPhone. It should have been Note 8, iPhone, OnePlus, U Ultra, U11.
No, the U Ultra was a great phone, but the cameras is not better than the U11 though. You know,
Okay.
the cameras was not. I mean, it's a beautiful phone. Yeah, it has a 16:9 ratio too, which is not a big thing. I mean, I don't know why y'all want to complain about big foreheads and big chins. You know, but definitely, I forgot about the U Ultra. So let me rethink that, Alan. So the essential phone, I like the Galaxy S8 Plus. It was okay, and then I'll put the U Ultra number 8, I guess.
So like that's like honorable mentions.
Yes, honorable mentions. Wait, hold on. Stop hating the V20. The U Ultra was good. The U Ultra was a waste of space. Albert, now you're starting to sound like bigger YouTubers. Stop it, Albert. The U Ultra was a great. It was a good phone. I'm not gonna lie. Even for the price, well, it was overpriced if you bought it from their website. I got it from eBay for like $660. So if you bought the U Ultra for 750 or $770, then yeah, I mean I understand that you may not like the price of it, but Alan told everybody that hey, you could get the phone for $660. I think me, Easy, a couple other people picked it up. So yeah, the U Ultra was a great phone. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat the U11, dude. The cameras are good. Okay, BG's finish your interviewing me, dude. What else
Oh,
you want to know?
okay. So I was just wondering because I mean I guess you wanted the phone for the camera. I mean that's understandable. It's got the best camera on the market. Even without portrait mode, even front-facing camera without portrait mode. Best camera on the U11.
Yes, dude. Yes. Yes.
Better. So it's better than the iPhone 10. Selfie camera.
I mean, if you like to do portrait mode, then no. But I don't take a lot of I'm not like Alan. I don't like selfies being sent to me. I don't take a lot of selfies. If I want to look at myself, I just go look in the mirror. Or I look. Hey, if I want a selfie, look, I just look at the back of this phone and be like, man, I'm handsome. So camera's a good dude. The display won't beat the Note 8. I mean, I would be stupid. You tell him, Forbes Tech, Albert's jumping in there. I mean, if anybody said that the display on the U11 is better than the Note 8, I don't know what they're smoking, but the U11, and for the value too, dude. I mean, I paid $599 for this phone compared to $1,000 for my Note 8. So for the value alone, to me, the cameras, I mean, I use it for all my videos, man. 1080p, 60 frames, no problem with focusing. If I want to do 4K, I have it. The front-facing camera, you can do a lot of vlogs with it. Is it like DSLR quality? No, but it's better than the Note 8 front camera, dude. I don't look yellow. The Note 8 camera made me look like a banana.
Okay, so okay, all right. I think it's a middle thing with you, Forbes. I think it's like, you got that, she's not the best looking, but she cleans the house, goes to work.
No, she's the best. Well, I mean, dude, she's overall. This is the best phone for 2017. I can't convince you because you have your opinions, you have your choice, everybody has their own different opinions. If Sean O, wait, why is my son in the chat room saying, "So can I get my phone back?" He's trolling. See how much he loves his iPhone? I had to borrow from him. Come get your phone, boy. My kids troll me worse than the trolls troll me, man. But yeah, dude, the front camera, dude, look at my videos. It's crispy lately. I'm not gonna lie. With the right lights, dude, everything else, bam. I mean, even Donovan's in the chat room. Let's see Donovan's choice. Donovan says number one, the OnePlus 5T, the Note 8, the Pixel 2 XL, the U11, the Mate 9, the phones I had.
That's not the right phone.
Oh, that's not the right phone. There you go. Get out my stream.
This is the best phone right here, guys.
Go. He had to steal the spotlight for a minute. Just gave him a timeout. Albert, you said the Honor Note 8 interesting. Oh, at Phone Tech at work. Let's see. Big Dog said Android top phone for me is the Note 8, the Mate 10, the Pixel XL2, the U Ultra, and then the U11.
That's the first. The U Ultra in front of the U11.
Well, Big Dog likes the bigger phones though. He doesn't like the smaller phone. He's like Alan, Big Dog's like Alan, and he doesn't like those big. I mean, the smaller phones like the G6 or like the U11. That's why he probably doesn't have the iPhone 10 anymore because it's smaller phone.
Right. See, I could appreciate a smaller phone. That's why I kept the iPhone 10, honestly, because I had so many big phones. Like, that form factor. I haven't been in that form factor in a minute with the phones that I was buying or whatever. I don't even think I can't make a top 5 of this year. Well, out of the phones that I've bought this year, I would say, let me see. Of course, I would say this: the Note 8, that would be number one because it's the all-around best phone to me. It's the I was watching a video and somebody explained it perfectly earlier. It's the most complete device to me. You know, it's got the best screen, biggest screen. I like big phones. I like great screens. So that's why it's number one. Best, biggest screen. Cameras are good, very good. You know, you can put it up against any phone. Only thing is really missing is like a selfie portrait mode. The selfie camera is a little soft, but outside of that, everything's good. It performs good. Um, Number two, I go with the iPhone. I throw the iPhone up in there because it's just a reliable phone, and I'm happy for Apple trying. They at least tried something different, even though it was a failure. They tried something different, and I can utilize it. I like the little small form factor. But I don't know. I would have to put the SA Plus in front of that because SA Plus was what, like the second phone this year that had 18 by 9 and did it right with the curves. So that's like a sexy phone. Um, I had to go off some phones that I don't even own. I had the OnePlus 5T will be in there just because of the price. It would have to be in there just because of the price. And for the cameras, the Pixel will be somewhere in there because I mean it do take amazing pictures, but the screen is horrendous. The screen is still horrendous. I every time I go to a cell phone store, get a chance to look at the phone, or I'm at Best Buy, get a chance to look at the phone, I just sit back and be like, wow, look at this shit. But it would be. It's got the best. I mean, you hands down though. It's got the camera game on lock. You know, in my eyes, I know the U11 is the big dog to you over there, but it does have the camera game on lock. Um, what else came out this year? The Essential phone. Yeah, you know, I wasn't. You know, it's cool, but yeah, somewhere in my top five will be the Note 8, the iPhone. I would say I was iPhone X slash just something from Apple. iPhone X or 8 Plus, you know, is I can't give Apple 2 in my top five. So it would just be the iPhone X or the 8 Plus because, you know, Apple, they do that thing. I don't hate Apple. I actually like Apple. I buy their phones. Um the V30, nah, I wasn't really checking for the V30. It would be like a OnePlus 5 or something like that T. Like I said, SA Plus Note 8 and the Pixel. All that would be somewhere in the mix.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, that's the fun thing about phones and talking to different tech people. I want to just go back up in the comments and read what Albert said. Albert said my top three phones this year: the OnePlus 5, the OnePlus 5T, and the OnePlus 3T. You know, Allen's definitely. Uh, Phone Tech at Work said Popeyes Ghost Pepper Wings for the win. I just had Popeyes myself today. Big Dog says my top two phones right now is the iPhone 8 Plus and the Note 8 that I carry with me. Hey, two great phones. I heard. I didn't never want to get the iPhone 8 because it looks like the rest of them. If I wanted to pick up a phone, I wanted it to be a new one because the old iPhone just looked boring to me. Why the G6? Alan Phone Tech at Work said why the G6 not in anyone's top five? LOL. You know, I don't know. The G6 was the first one with the 18 by 9 ratio this year.
Man, I mean, it's folks, right? I mean, I just watched a video the other day and somebody like brought up, now it wasn't really an awards video, but they were just talking about cell phones. And they brought up the G6. They made a good point. But the only thing I think I never had the G6 and I never played with the G6. And a lot of people say they hate the G6. I'm not sure. But the thing is, he was like, you could put the G6 up against the OnePlus 5 or the OnePlus 5T because it got the 18 by 9 and a lot of the similar specs or whatever. And you can get it for a really cheap price or something like that. So what you do is because OnePlus, I mean the G6 is not flagship status right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the price, it's like mid-tier status. So it could go. You know, it's not up in the running with the big phones with the $800, $900, $1,000 phones. It's down there with the mid-tier phones. So you know, especially for the price, it may be a come up.
Yeah.
Sean said Popeyes is better than KFC. But see, this is the thing, Sean. Popeyes varies all over wherever you at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and you don't have real Popeyes until you go to New Orleans, man. Go to New Orleans, you have real Popeyes. That's it. Just tastes different, man. I'm gonna give y'all a
well,
little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of knowledge in a minute, but I just want. I was reading through the chats and Phone Tech at Work. Alan said that Pixel 2 XL was his number one choice. The S8 Plus was number two. The U Ultra was number three. The Honor Note 8 was number four. The Honor Note 8 was number four, and the iPhone 10 was his number five. Pow. He said that Honor Note 8, Big Shirley, it didn't even have LTE bands in the US. He must be trolling me. Let's see what else. Let's see. Phone Tech at Work. Man, these chats were going pretty good. People. Albert, you said the whole business model rests on $700 plus prices, so they really fallen down. You know what the biggest thing on the G6 was though, BG, was the
yeah.
price drop so quick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was kind of like the essential phone.
yeah. Well, even worse than the Essential phone, man. I think the G6 dropped, and like in 3 or 4 weeks after it came out, people was it dropped. You know,
Nobody
unfortunately.
was nobody was checking. Nobody was checking for it. Albert,
Yeah.
he just checked me though. G6 is running the A21. No way you can compare. This is true. This is true. You know what I mean? You right, Al, but it does, you know, it's 18:9. It's the camera. I'm not sure about the camera, can't speak on the camera, but I can't imagine it couldn't be that horrendous. The camera got the display. Was the display what? Was it 2K?
Yeah, yeah, it was a 2K display.
So I mean, now look, because it's like okay, this phone, the OnePlus 5T is a 1080.
Yeah,
So you know what I mean? It's just it's just different. That's how I like to look at. I like to look at older phones and compare them to what's going on now and see if sometimes they are buy. But you know, that's just
yeah,
what I was watching on YouTube or whatever.
yeah. The G6 got a lot of hate because of the price. It was a good phone. I mean, I had it 2 weeks before it even dropped because T-Mobile, T-Mobile sent it to me really early. By the way, if you like what we're talking about, don't forget to hit that like button. I think we have like 20 people watching us, which is awesome, by the way. Uh, Donovan said, all right, I need to make some videos. Have a good night, everyone. Great chat, Forbes. Thank you, Donovan. I'm trying to get to your level one day, man. So thanks for the shout out. Make those
All right,
videos. We'll be watching them.
peace, Donovan.
Let's see. KB says, I guess the top 5 budget device, not flagship. Top budget. I'm gonna
Top
say
budget.
budget phone. Top budget phone was my Elite. My Elite's over there somewhere. That's the budget phone. I had the Z. What that? Me and Alan got it. Alan got it before me because he went and pick it up. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get it before Joseph and make the video." So man, that ZTE Max XL. Yeah, that was the other budget phone. But the Huawei Elite phone is a good budget phone for definitely $64. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all a little fact. I was talking about Popeyes and which one's number one. I actually worked at the first Popeyes ever built. I was in the number one spot, and he actually was selling. The guy that started Popeyes first had a donut shop, and then he started selling chicken. By the way,
Wow. Little
So
known history fact.
so some facts there. He actually started like, and then the Popeyes wasn't called Popeyes. It was called chicken on the run or chicken on the go, something like that. And then he just changed it to Popeyes after the cartoon or something. But yeah, I used to work at the first Popeyes ever. Fun facts. Phone Tech at Work said fun facts with Forbes. Man, everything rhymes with Forbes. I could do fun facts with Forbes every night. I just stream every night, dude, for like 30 or 40 minutes.
See,
You know,
I don't know. Popeyes. See, I was just making the comparison. Like, okay, different. You got different Popeyes that's on different levels. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Baltimore, so you know, like you got like Baltimore's built like this. You got the center of the city, which is downtown. Then you got the east side and the west side of the city. Then you got like the surrounding counties. So like the center of the city, downtown, of course, is nice. It's nice. Is where the hub is. And then we got East and West Baltimore. That's like like a third world country. So I noticed like you want to go to a Popeyes that's not in the middle of the hood because you may end up with a mice or a rat in your bucket of chicken. What you want to do is go to Popeyes right on the outskirts between the hood and the suburbs because they just clean enough to keep the mice and the rats out your chicken, but it still got that that hood flavoring to it. And then if you go to the surrounding counties, they don't even know what they're doing with chicken. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like leave that alone.
All right, so let's see what else. Fun fact. Oh, Jacoby. I think he's your friend, dude. He says that Jacoby P. Never seen him in the stream before. He said I'm still rocking the HTC 10 until I get that essential phone. I think VG. Didn't you say that was like one of your favorite phones ever? Didn't you just sell it or something?
Yeah, the HTC 10, right? Oh, so he's all about looks because now this guy right here, I like this guy's nostalgic. I don't really know this guy, but I like this guy because he's got a type. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the biggest and the baddest, but he's like, okay, I got this HTC 10. It's a good looking device, aluminum build. It's just how I like it. I'm not worried about all this wireless charging and 18 by 9. This is a classy device, and I'm going to go from one classy device to another phone that's all about build. So he's just, you know what I'm saying? He's putting his hands on all the best builds. I like that.
And I mean, the HTC 10. I think I never had that 10, but
Yeah, but if
I
you never,
by what you were saying, it's a great phone. I've
if you
seen the 10.
never,
I've seen the 10 before. It is a great looking phone, but I never had it.
real talk, the HTC 10 had the best home button on any device. I mean, the best power button on any device. That aluminum, then with that like rigid aluminum power button, best power button on any device that ever dropped on the HTC 10. If you never touched the HTC 10, go in the store, touch it, the power button, amazing.
I might have to. Antoine said so. They're not talking about budget devices. What budget phone flagship? We can talk about budget phones too, Antoine. I guess. Let's see. Guy Davis said, "LLBG. I live in the home of the bougie Popeyes here in Indiana, outside of Indy." Phone Tech at Work was trolling you. Said BG fun facts. Mark Knows Tech says, "I will take chicken wings and mumbo sauce all day." Jacoby, like I guess what you said. He said you hit the nail on the head. On the head, my dude. Tech for your niece said, what were your first smartphone? Man, I was thinking about that the other day when I was talking about what cell phone I had first, and I was talking about those big phones. Dude, I'm getting so old. My memory is so bad, dude. Like I can't I can't remember the first smartphone I had.
Bro, I'm gonna say I remember it like it was yesterday. All right. So
I
first,
can't. I'm getting old.
before I had the Androids, before Androids was popping, I was messing with the Palm phones. I had like a Trio, like a 750 Palm Trio 750 on Verizon, and then I got another phone, another Trio that was like a Trio 755P. It was supposed to be the newer one. It was like that Windows phone with the look still on the S Pens. It had the stylus, and you had to get the you couldn't get the didn't use micro SD or SD cards. You used mini SD. So you had to order that because it was hard to find, and it had the keyboard, stylus, and that thing was tight. Then I moved on to, I want to say, BlackBerry. I moved on to BlackBerry. I was into, like, I had the BlackBerry tour. I had, matter of fact, you know what made me fall in love with touchscreen phones, even though it was a horrible touchscreen. I had the Storm, the BlackBerry Storm 1 and 2. Had the BlackBerry tour. My first Android phone was a fail. I think it was a LG phone. I can't remember the name of this phone, but it was an LG phone with a slide down keyboard. The screen wasn't that big. So I was like, this supposed to be full of apps and all this. I was like, this shit is garbage. But then I took it back and I got the first. I still got it upstairs. The first Galaxy S on Verizon. It was the Fascinate. I loved that phone to death until the HTC Thunderbolt came out.
Man, dude, you going way back there. The Palm Palette was, man, that we had a couple of those as friends. You know, the friends used to think that was cool. Um, Man, I'm trying to think of some of the phones, dude. It seems like so long. I'm getting old, or my memory's bad, dude. Like, I know Alan said the HTC My Touch. I think I had one, maybe one of those, maybe. Think so. But that was so long ago, dude. That was like, oh, how long ago was that? But I had a BlackBerry phone. I don't know which one it was though. I did have a old BlackBerry phone. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
had
know
a
which one it
couple
was.
Blackberries.
I had a
I had a.
BlackBerry phone. Um,
I never had that G1.
G1. Oh no, never had a G1.
The first Android phone. I think that was on T-Mobile though. I had
HTC
sidekicks.
G1.
I had
Oh,
the
it's like yeah.
Sidekick
Well,
2008, the Sidekick XL. Then I had another Sidekick.
sidekicks were like, dude, you had a sidekick, and everybody was like, thought, well, at least where in New Orleans, it was cool if you had a sidekick, especially the XL one. It was definitely cool if you had the sidekick XL. You know, hey, it was definitely it's like an iPhone 10 these days in Louisiana, dude. I'm just saying they had a lot of food stamp phones back then in Louisiana, man.
See,
You
I
know,
was rocking. Look, this what I would do. I believe I want to say at the same time I had one of my Blackberries, but I had a BlackBerry on Verizon, but I was with T-Mobile too. I had a Sidekick, so I had the BlackBerry and the OtterBox. That's how long I've been rocking with OtterBoxes. Had the BlackBerry in the OtterBox, and then like you would go to the mall and it would be those cases that they make for sidekicks that is snap around the sidekick and there's a little like wheel on the back and you can put the clip on your pants and the wheel will snap down into it so you can have it on your on your waist. So I would have the BlackBerry and the Sidekick, and I would always like every week I was buying one of them snap in two cases because that shit was just breaking like crazy. I had a clear one. I had a Sidekick like the 2008 Sidekick with the clear case that snapped mine. You could mind. I was like.
uh, hey, KB did make a good point too. The Motor Droids phones too. I mean, I had a couple of those too. I think the two. I think it was a two. I don't. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm getting old, bro. Like I can't remember stuff that far back. I'm getting really like bad memory. I'm about to go. I had too many phones. I can't remember.
Bro, I had the Droid. I had the what I still got upstairs. I had the regular. I had the old Razor, the flip phone. Then I had I still got my original Droid Razor. Like I think like the first of the smartphone ones, the Droid Razor jump, where it was
Yeah.
like old HD camera, da 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 da, and all that. And back then, I used to love Droid phones too. Cause then after that, I had a Droid DNA, HTC DNA that I love. You know? And I mean,
Yeah.
the funny thing about that is the reason why I go so hard on Apple phones is because that phone had a PPI. You know, everybody know what PPI is, pixels per inch. That phone had a PPI of 441 pixels per inch. Our phones have a PPI, if it's not the X, of like 401. And
That's
you know
just
how
amazing.
long ago that
Yeah.
I
That was a
used to,
long time ago.
that's why I always ride iPhone Hub because it's like, yo, I had a 404, I had a 1440 screen probably about 5 years ago.
Hey, Guy Davis gave me a good suggestion too. Joe, you had your New Year's resolution is to write down the phones you get. LOL, I'm old and I forget the phones I had years ago too. I mean, that's true. I'm not gonna lie. I had to go back in my playlist on YouTube just to remember the phones I had throughout the year. You know, I was trying to see if I had the Mate 9. I forgot about the U Ultra I seen in there, which was a great phone. Android Stud said, "Peace out, guys. Early day at work tomorrow." Android Stud, rock out with that U11 or U11 Plus, and you for a win. Sell that Pixel XL2, man. Sell it, dude. Sell it. It's not even my top 5.
Yeah. So,
Android said Stud said great stream. Antoine said I have to go. I have to watch my 11 p.m. news. Man, is it 11 p.m. somewhere?
it's
Oh, I
11
guess it.
yeah.
Man, it's only 10 over here.
And I'm an hour ahead of you. Forbes. It's really like so it's like Back to the Future. What's the lottery number?
What's the lottery number? Jacoby said, "Can't forget my days in New Orleans, rocking the HTC Inspire 4G." Yeah, hey, Jacoby, you was in New Orleans, man. What? New Orleans for the win. Phone Tech at Work said, "Yo, Jacoby, I returned my Aspire for the Atrix." Man, old days, old times. But yeah, so I mean, dude, cell phones go back 4. But have you been watching everybody's like top phones of 2017?
I watched uh I watched a couple of them, yeah. I watched a couple of them.
It's interesting to see different opinions too.
I think, yeah. If you notice on all of them, the note is somewhere pretty high.
Yeah.
It's like the note, the OnePlus 5 is gonna always get an honorable mention because of the price. They're gonna always they're gonna bring this phone up, but they always sidebar this phone with the 8 Plus as they should because this is not a complete device. I mean, it is it's interesting though. I find it interesting the way people categorize phones, and I watch you call me whatever you want to call me. I watch MK MBKHD. Okay, is that right? MBKHD. I watched him and I watched his awards, and I like how he put it. Like he was like the note is the MVP. It's a good all around phone, but it's not the best camera. The Pixel is the best camera, and I mean it's all in your preference, with these devices and things of that nature. MKBHD. MKBHD. Is
I
that
don't know
okay?
why. I don't know why we have such a hard time saying that. Shout out to Paul Tech. He said he's watching this on his Alcatel Idol 5, which I seen the rear cameras on that, and during I think it was nighttime. There wasn't the best cameras at low lights, but besides that, I heard somebody else say it was a pretty good phone. BG, ever think you ever do more budget phones, more reviews on budget phones?
Um, you know what? I I saw I saw something interesting on I was watching Night Tech. One of his videos had popped up in my home. So I just watch YouTube videos that just pop up. I like to watch random stuff. And he was talking, I can't remember the name of the app, but it was an app that T-Mobile has that if you download the app to like a phone, I say I got a note and that's my SIM card is in here, but I got this unlocked iPhone. I could download a T-Mobile app and this iPhone will ring just like this note. So
Yeah,
it's like
it's called digits.
yeah, digits. And if I could get something like that going on to make the phone a little more useful, um, yeah, I mean, I would get more into budget phones. Like I had that Honor 6X and I got rid of it because I had no interest in it, I ain't gonna lie. And the thing about it is, it's like I'm not it's hard for me to take, let's say, okay, I got an iPhone X here and a Note 8, and I got my SA Plus, and I got my Nexus 6P, like big, some big dog phones or whatever. It's hard for me to take a SIM card out of one and be like, yo, I'm just going to use this Moto E for the day. It's hard for me to do, and I don't have the time, honestly, to do it. Like I don't have the time to really, because I can't use my devices at work. So it's not like I could go out and be like, oh, I'm going to just use this for the day. It's like the time that I get to do this type of stuff. I've been off for a couple of days, but the time that I get to do this type of stuff is precious. So it's hard for me to do something like that.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, everybody was saying digits. What about that ZTE Blade Z Max? Hey, I heard that phone was pretty good for the price. I never picked it up. Maybe I should have. Paul Tech, I think he has videos on it. So, but I was just thinking about next year, like doing more budget phones. I just don't know if I could keep it real 100, because we do so many flagships, but there's a lot of budget phones out there and a lot of people buy these phones and use them more than they probably do these flagship phones. So I think we're just missing out on some audience and trying different phones. It's not like I don't buy enough. I think I had like maybe 15 or 16 phones I got this year. So, and I don't know what's making noise outside, but yeah, you know.
I think. See, the thing is, I would like to it's a couple budget phones I missed out on, but until I'm set up like I would like to be set up, it's hard for me to review a phone now. A phone I done paid $1,000 for, or a phone I done leased for $50 a month. It's hard for me to review it now because just the amount of time that I have. But one day I'll be in a better position where it's like I'm going to use this for the day, and I'm not touching nothing else, and I'm going to give y'all the real, Well, I can let me not say the real review because then everybody be like, "Oh, you think you flaws?" I'm not going. I can't. I guess I can't. I gotta watch myself. The authentic review.
Yeah. Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
do you see what I left on that comment?
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on,
Everybody,
dude. Like you
like,
can't say
yo,
on
come
you
on
can't say
now.
on you can't say on deck because another you.
Floss said on deck. That's like saying, yo, you can't say what's up. Somebody else say what's up. Like, just I know, just like Floss know. On deck, look, on deck was came out way before YouTube. I had way before phones. I had other things on deck that I probably shouldn't have had on deck. I've been, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, but it's people that don't know. They don't know the culture. So it's like they think that Floss come on and say, "Oh, this is on." I got such on deck that is something he made up. It's like, no, he's a hood dude. He from the hood, so it's like that's normal terminology. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
these fucking jack offs, man.
we hear on deck more. I mean, if you go to work, people have this on deck, they have that on deck. I'm like, I, dude, that comment just like irked my nerve. I'm like, really? Like he sounds like somebody just because he says on deck. Really?
He
You know?
told me I might as well get the cat. He said I might as well get a cat too. I was like,
I'm,
yo, that's
Lewis did make a good point too. Remember that there is a market outside the U.S. for budget phones. Definitely, you know. We are in the Navy now. Oh, we're in the Navy now. Sean O said blank something else. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Let's see. Budget. Sean O said budget phones are getting better every year. Paul Tech says most consumers buy budget phones than flagship phones. That is very true. You know, I mean, you could definitely do that. Like going to the soccer fields. I mean, I lived on soccer fields forever, like all day with the kids, and they had ZTE phones more than they had the iPhone 10 or, well, not the iPhone. It was the iPhone 7 back then, or the iPhone 8. I mean, they had, you see a couple Galaxies out there, like the 7, 7S, 7S Edge, but there was a lot more like LG, all these LG budget phones they have out there. That I seen a bunch of ZTE phones. Even talking to people, they'd be like, "Look, I can only afford a phone that's like $120. What? Even this year, like, what do you think is the best phone for $120?" I'm like, let me look at Cricket really quick, and you know. So I think Alan's hitting us up. Oh
take
man.
that, take that.
Phone Tech at Work said on deck since gin and rum maybe. Hey, the kids don't need $1,000 phone. Albert Yu says no, they don't. But if you want to spoil them, I definitely give my kids $1,000 phone. Unfortunately, Ismail Hodin. I'm sorry if I totally butcher your name there. I call you IH. I'm definitely going for some of those Chinese budget phones next year. I wish they would work. Hey, there's a phone called the Verni X or something. I think it has dual front and dual rear cameras, man. And it's not that. I think it's coming out in a few weeks or a few months. Dude, that phone looks pretty good. Somebody actually commented and told me to look at it. Um, Jacoby P said, "What about the Mi Mix 2?" I never had the Mi Mix 1, so I didn't pick up the 2, but it looks like a good phone. Didn't they make the screen smaller on the Mi Max 2?
I don't know.
I think it went from like 6 inches to like 5.7 or 5.5 or something.
I'm not sure, but speaking on that, those $1,000 phones, right? Like, hopefully, this facial recognition stuff. Hopefully, it go to more iPhones because I seen the article. I maybe I took a quick glance at it. I didn't really get to read in depth, but they supposed to be making like an iPhone 5X, like the 5C, and
Yeah.
then they had that that same that 18:9 or whatever 2-in-1 the app, whatever they call it or whatever they have, and that facial recognition. So I think that'll be good because one of the big things that will make a kid or a child want an iPhone 10 is the Animoji. Kids love emojis, and that was just even my kids, they found it just like the best thing since slice, apple pie, whatever. So hopefully they come with a nice little kid form factor for that and emoji and like a cheaper device because I would like my kids to have an emoji, but I would rather them be walking around with $400 phones than $1,000 phones. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
easily.
in these days and times, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared for my daughter to have her walk around with her little 7 Plus. You know what I'm saying? So I would, she want Animoji, so maybe that'd be something next year I do for her and try to get a review of. Is they got that for maybe that hopefully at like $3.99 something like that. Have a little 5X.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I got my son the iPhone 10, but he's 17. But if I had like a what, a 12 or a 13-year-old kid, I don't know if I could give him an iPhone X. I just don't know if I could give him $1,000 phone. But if they came out with a iPhone 5X, yeah, if it costs $400 or $500, why not give it to him? And at least you can teach him responsibilities, and if something happens, hopefully you have coverage on it. But again, dude, I mean, if you look around and just looking at YouTube, and there's a budget phones that we miss out on, or even Chinese phones and everything else. Ismail said watching the show right now on the U11 got for 315. I don't know if you watched the beginning of the stream, Ismail. U11 is my top pick for 2017. So if you got it for $315, you did great. That's a great pickup for 315 bucks. What's up, TJ? TJ's in the building.
TJ in the building. So in the chat, I just want to let y'all know, if you out there and you in YouTube, or you're in the YouTube world, or you're in the chat, so you're making videos and you're a YouTuber. If you own a U11 and you think it's one of the best phones still, you're like Forbes Thunder Buddy. If you ever seen Ted with a teddy bear and the guys in the bed, and it's like, we're Thunder Buddies, F the lightning. If you think the U11 is the best phone out, you are Forbes Tech Review Thunder Buddy. And
Also,
hold
if
on, so
if you're watching the stream right now, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and BG's channel. I'm trying to get to I'm definitely trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the year of, the year, whatever, New Year's.
the year change.
Yeah, the year change, whatever I'm trying to say. So my producer is telling me to go over my picks real again. So I'm gonna have to listen to my producer. I don't even have the iPhone 10 no more. But number 5 for Forbes Tech Reviews was the LG V30. It's a great phone. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Is it the best phone? Nope. Number 4. Yes, I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for this. Let me unplug it because I was charging it. I haven't used this phone in about 3 weeks. The Note 8 is number 4. Number 3 is the iPhone 10, which my son just went and stole it from me or took it back. iPhone 10 was number 3. Number 2 is the OnePlus 5T, which I sold for 95% of what I paid for it. And number 1 is the HTC U11. It's a great phone. Look at it. It does have fingerprints on it again. Like Alan said, my producer's always getting on us, making sure we look good. Look at that phone. You can see my trash in the background. I've been trying to clean up my room, but definitely a great looking phone. So number 1 for me is the HTC U11. I rock with it. It's just beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. And then the headphones that come in there in the box is just amazing. It is a Type C headphone, so I definitely need a dongle to rock out with my Bose, which I'm gonna talk to y'all about in a bit. The Bose that I have are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Doesn't get the loudest, but HTC U11 for the win. And that was my top 5 picks. Thanks for my producer. Let's see what. Wait up. Big House Production is a V30 in anyone's top 10. Big House, I think you just watched it. I said it's in my top 10. Let's see what else. Albert, you said the problem is U.S. consumers are so trained to pay crazy prices through installments. That's the only thing that OEMs are giving that market. Yes, hey, if you can't, people can't afford $1,000 phone, but they said I can afford $30 a month, which a lot of people do. I'm not gonna lie. We aren't animals, Albert. We're not trained. Shaking my head. I guess that's true, kind of too. Shono said the S8 Plus is in my top 5 BG. That's for you. You know what I mean, Mark T. Oh, Albert's going at it. Ismail said, "At Albert, you're right. If they don't buy it, watch those prices drop like the Central phone." Big Dog said, "At Albert, you trained to spend $500 on a budget phone." TJ said, "What's up, BG?"
What's going on? What's up, TJ?
Sean said, "My number 2 spot goes to the Huawei Mate 10 Pro." I can't say that. Hey, BJ, I don't know if you looked at eBay, but you can get the Mate 10 for $620. I'm just waiting to see what comes to the US because I don't want the Mate 10 Pro right now. You know, if I had a choice, I would get the Mate 10.
You know what? Honestly, I'm not really in the buy mood right now because look, I mean, you're gonna be like, oh, it's BG Samsung fanboy, but listen, right? You got to be excited about this S9 or S9 Plus that's going to drop because this is they have set the scene. Google and Apple have set the scene. The for maybe like the S7 Edge, when these phones was dropping, Google was I mean Samsung was dropping with the best cameras. It was a minute Samsung had the camera game on lock. Do you see what I'm saying, Forbes? And it has swayed. You got devices like the Pixel coming out with a good camera, and according to Forbes, the U11 with the dope camera, and and the iPhone X with all this portrait mode, selfie, this, that, and the third. So you best believe, right? And these were folks that was trying to catch up, always trying to catch up with Samsung for a minute, and now they done in certain areas, except for the screen, they bypassed Samsung in certain areas. Now, Samsung was never the most lag-free device or ran the best version of Google or the best interface to Samsung experience, whatever, but they always had that phone and that camera. I mean that display in camera. So I really need to see like as far as the camera go, they done put Samsung on the ropes. So I want to see how they come out of the rope a dope like Ali because they on the ropes right now. They were the kings of display and camera. Now they on the ropes, and I want to see how they this portrait mode is out. And I mean they
Yeah. I mean,
they go for it. I mean, Mark said he's not buying another Samsung phone until they put Oreo on his note officially. I understand that. Go ahead.
I want to answer Big Dog because he made a comment in here. He said, if the 5T was your second phone, why isn't it in your lineup and sold the V30 Essential? Pure and simple, Big Dog. I got 95% of the value of my OnePlus 5T. I couldn't get that for my V30 or the Essential phone. It's plain and simple. I mean, I'm not the biggest YouTuber in the world. Yes, my name is Forbes, but I'm not related to Forbes magazine. I don't have all this money. I needed the money to buy my son a camera. When I'm gonna sell my Essential phone for maybe $300 when I pay $700, or my V30, I can probably get maybe $400 for it, and I pay what eight something for it, 750, 800 with tax. I paid $500 for my Essential. I mean, for my OnePlus 5T, and I got pretty much almost $500 for it. That's why I sold the 5T. You know, I mean, it just makes sense to me. I don't know. 95% of what I paid for it, I can easily pick it up again if I want it, or I saved the money. Well, I didn't save the money. I bought my kid a camera, so definitely that's why I sold the 5T. But the 5T is a great phone though. Definitely a great phone. Let's see what else. Tech for Your Niece said, I guess he has a question for Big Migs. Actually, shout out to Big Migs. Says, have a great new year, everyone. Yes, you too, Big Migs. Tech for Your Niece said, outside of phones, what is the best tech this year for you guys? I bought I think we talked about this on Friday of the last stream. My laptop was probably one of the best purchases I had this year. And not counting a couple Google Homes I bought too, but the laptop was probably one of the best tech things I got this year. you know, because it helps me do my YouTube channel and try to make these videos. I mean, I wish I had a better camera for this. I'm trying to hook up my son's SL2 to my laptop to stream from it, but I don't think I have the right cables yet. So tomorrow, I think I'm gonna go to Best Buy and get me some HDMI cables because that camera right there, dude, BG,
Yeah.
man, the front. I mean, the front facing. Just I did a video for our collab video that we're doing, and do that. Man, the video came out awesome, man. I just like I was impressed.
You're excited.
Albert, yeah, I was, dude. Put it this way, I want to buy me a camera myself because I don't want to keep asking my son for using his camera because he's trying to become a photographer, I guess. But you know, he's trying to learn it. He's watching YouTube on it, how to do manual mode and try to get all the ISOs and white balance and everything else that he's been watching on it. So I'm like, hey, let me use it for a minute. He's like, come on, I'm watching YouTube, man. Stop taking my camera. I'm like, oh, I bought it for you. Albert, you said 100%. Let's see what else. Phone tech at work, laptops and cameras at for he was answering newest. Ismail says, how do you guys feel about the Razer phone? That's a good question. BG, how do you feel about the Razer phone?
I mean, the Razer phone is not for me, only because I do not like the build. I like the build. The Razer phone is put together very well from what I see because I haven't held it in hand, but I do not like the way it looks. Um, it's built like a tank, but it looks like a tank too. But outside of that, that 120 hertz screen, I mean, that's cool if you're in the game and stuff. I mean, it's cool to have. It'll be some technology that or some hardware that it could bring over to uh, phones with better designs and things of that nature. I like the front facing speakers, but I mean, it's just cool. I'm really, it's not, it's not really my cup of tea or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I think my Project 13 has it. It seems pretty good as far as the speakers. The display. I know somebody in the chat room didn't like the display on it. I mean, for gaming, I don't know. I never. It might be interesting if it was like 300 or 400 bucks, but for 699 or whatever price it is, I don't think it is. Shout out to everyone that said that I shouldn't have to worry about, you know, how I sold something or when I bought it. Hey, I'm just keeping 100%, y'all. Somebody wants to ask me a question. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's gonna be what it is. I'm not trying to lie. I don't fake nothing. So, but yeah, I won't answer that anymore. Albert, you said Razer phone is dope. If you're a gamer, they need to lower it to 500. I kind of agree, Albert. I mean, I have a lot of my son's friends asking me why I didn't pick that phone. You know, why I didn't get that phone? Why didn't you try it out? Because you know that's all they do is game on the PS4. But I definitely, you know, I just didn't pick it up. Let's see.
Maybe, hopefully next year, right? I mean, let's just be real about this. It's Samsung, it's Apple, and then it's everybody else, basically. Um, I know overseas Huawei is big, and the United States they trying to pull up, but right now, in it's Samsung, Apple, and everybody else. Samsung and Apple can charge what they charge in their devices. So these phones that are coming out at these price points above $700, above $650, and it's the company's first phone, or it's a brand new company. It's like a Kickstarter. Next year, come out at a reasonable price. Don't come out, be a fail, then have to remarket your whole device, send updates to your device, slash the price at Best Buy, and f the early on adapters to your device. Come out at the right price point. If you're not Samsung or Apple, you got to do right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand these companies that think they're supposed to make money on their first phone. You're not. You're building a brand. Samsung and Apple have a brand. You know, early on when you early and you first phone in, come on, let's keep it about 500. You know, it's that's if you spec'd out. You know, if you coming out with first time mid tier devices, let's keep it at 300 to 400. Like all this coming out at 699, all this coming out at 799, and it's the first. No, no, we're not doing that. I mean, it's sad to say that's what people come to accept from Samsung and Apple. They've been going to war for years. All these other folks come out at a reasonable price point, so and entice the folks first before you F them. Entice them before you F them. Just like just like Google did. They had the Nexus line. It was a good price. Da, 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 da. This phone, which is still a good phone today, the 6P came out at $499. This is a piece of hardware and software right here for $499 in 2015. They reel everybody in. Okay, you want this Nexus goodness, this stock Google, you're getting the best, you're getting the updates just like Apple goodness. Then they came out with their own phone. And then they went like this. You know what? This everybody need to stay in their lane. Everybody needs to
Yeah, I
stay in
mean,
their lane. And then you see the price drops with the pixels. You see the screens come out now, half big. The price drops with Essential, LG, super price drops. You know what I'm saying? Razer phone price drops coming. They're gonna be trusting your keyboard with the phone and all that. So just come out at a decent price point.
BG dropping knowledge right now.
I'm just saying that's I mean, it's sad to say that, okay, Apple and Sammy got the pass, but they do.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've been around. They built a brand in the U.S., but you know, even Huawei trying to come. I'm interested to see what Huawei was charged on AT&T for that Mate 10 Pro if they bring the Pro over here. At least that's what they said. They bring the Pro. I would say I want the Mate 10. I don't want the Pro, but I mean, OnePlus does it right. I mean, I think Albert said they came out in 2014 for what, like $300 for the OnePlus One.
Yeah.
I don't know. The 5 was my first OnePlus device, but I know they've been around before the OnePlus 5. So I mean, OnePlus did it kind of right. I mean, the Essential phone came out priced a little too high. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, $699, that was way too high especially for the problems it was having with the phone in the beginning. So
Exactly.
the Razer phone, again, they trying to build that brand as a phone and a gaming device. So that came out probably a little price too high. Let's see what else Albert said. I think Albert said something about the Switch. Oh, Albert said, I prefer getting a Nintendo Switch instead of the Razer phone. Portable gaming done right. I'm not gonna lie, Albert. That's definitely great. Sean O said, I'm not interested in mobile gaming anyway. Hey, some people are. One phone tech at work said OnePlus did it right. $300 out the gate. Build a fan base. We know they definitely have a fan in Albert. So let's see. Antoine still asks us if this was live. Yeah, we are definitely live, Antoine. Let's see. Ismail said, I might pick up a used OnePlus 5 next year. I hear they're making good things. Yes, they are making good things. BG, Tech Free Knee said, BG, LMFAO. I guess because of what you were doing. YS said, I still can't go away from my Note 8. Put that thing down. I know you have the U11 YS, so definitely take the US. I mean, use that U11, man. YS said planning to switch to another phone I have, but I can't. Albert, you said, but even Apple is struggling with the iPhone X sales. They've been seriously reducing their orders with Foxconn. I guess that. I mean, I never heard of that. The Mate 10 might be my next phone. Phone tech at work. He's going to get some hookups when he goes to CES. I'm definitely kind of jealous. Definitely jealous of that one. Guy Davis is still in the building. Shout out to everybody that's still rocking with us. I think we have like 18 strong, so definitely thank y'all for hanging out with us. Guy Davis said, I hope Huawei listens to BG so they can sell a lot of phones. I think we need a bigger player in the U.S., Guy. I think Huawei could be that biggest player. So, they definitely in the world, they rocking out everywhere. Antoine said, y'all think about the old iPhone got the series slowdown? Man, we could talk about that one all day. I think everybody's been talking about that one. Mark T said, buy the Mate 10 off of eBay. I was thinking about that, Mark T. I really was thinking about that one.
Can I ask you a question, Forbes?
What's up?
I don't mean to ruffle any feathers. These
Uh-oh.
are the thoughts of BG Tech Life. I don't mean to ruffle any feathers, but do you notice, right? Because I'm really BG Tech Life. Tech is life. I like tech. I'm not BG Samsung Life. I'm not BG Apple Life. I'm not BG LG Life. I'm BG Tech Life. But do you notice how when you talk, like we was in a stream together, Forbes. I'm not gonna say no, we was in a stream and the conversation about Apple, we was in the chat though. We wasn't streaming, we was in the chat, you know, keeping it, fresh and funky in the chat. Now, do you notice how defensive folks that are in that Apple ecosystem? I'm in the Apple ecosystem also, but I'm in the, I've put my hands on everything. How defensive they get when you say anything about Apple and try to flip it on you. Like, you can't, like, with me and you can have a conversation about Android phones all day. Like, yeah, the Samsung Note, yeah, it need a better front facing camera. Yeah, the battery is decent. It's not the best battery on the market, especially for it to be a utility productivity phone. But, you know, it's I can do that. I can, and I got my note here, and I like my notes and the phone of the year for me. I like it. But if you can say, your pros, and you could definitely tell me your cons about the note. But the people that are in that Apple ecosystem, like for real, like the real folks that don't have any other phones, if you say anything about Apple, they immediately attack Android. They attack Android, and then they say, "Oh, I don't know why Android people don't like Apple," and it's like, yo, I don't know if they not, if it's they're not. How do you say it? Like, maybe they just take a constructive criticism that way. Like, what is it, Forbes, about folks in that ecosystem?
Oh, BJ, let me play devil. You don't think Samsung fans do the same thing, though? You don't think Samsung and Apple fans, and dude, even LG fans, LG fans, there's a very few of them, but they all attack. I mean, Samsung fans do it too, man. I don't know.
No, but
I don't know if I can agree. Just say Apple does it worse.
I'm telling you, Forbes, if you just watch. Like, I'm gonna say this. Aside for there's a certain group out here that love Samsung to death. Outside of them, there's a certain group they love Samsung to death. Don't talk about Samsung in front of them. But outside of them, right now, is like. But we can talk about the pros and the cons of a device. But it just seemed like Apple, the people that only stick with Apple, as soon as you talk about Apple, they flip it on you. Like, I can't be like, yeah, it's messed up what Apple did, or you know what, they need to get that screen together. It's like they get mad at you, like, oh, you're just hating, or you like it's some type of hate going on, and then they be like, and like Apple, like their marketing genius is so. I wish I could market like anything. Like if I could market toothpicks like Apple, I could be a millionaire because Apple. Like if you notice, folks that like Apple, they'll say stuff like, "Why would I need more than a 1080 screen? Why should the fast charger come in the box? They did me a favor by slowing my phone down." You know, that's the type of stuff. Like I don't know. I'm just throwing that. You know what I'm saying?
You
You
trying
don't
you
catch
trying
that.
you trying to get the Apple fanboys after us, man? Or what?
You look.
No, I mean I guy
Yeah.
Guy Davis. I think Mr. Davis said. Let's see. Guy said something about being sensitive. Oh, Apple fans are highly sensitive about everything. They do not take criticism at all. Oh, I'm supposed to let you read the comments, by the way. The producer.
Okay. So where we at? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna.
Go
Okay. You
wherever you want
remember?
to start at, man.
Okay. We're gonna. This is a good comment. Albert, you keeping the real BG. That's what I like to do. I try to do it. He said Apple's a religion to the eye sheep. Yeah, it's definitely some folks out there that Apple's like. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call it a cult. You know, I made a mistake of calling it a cult, but you know, I'm telling you, them folks is loyal to Apple. Samsung people do the same thing. I love Samsung. I don't do that. I will say this. I'm not now, I've done this. You know, like me, and let's say like I'll go back and forth with like a JQ because that's what we do. It's funny, but at the same time, like it's like even JQ, like you know what I'm saying, when we go back and forth, it's just it's different. It's like in a joking manner, and I could take the pros with the cons. He'll say something controversial like, "Yeah, Apple, they the best that ever did this. They do it. Yeah, they did it way better. They just do it." It's like it's not that I'm fighting like, "Oh, Samsung is better." It's like, yo, like, how you really gonna say Apple just did something completely better than everybody? Like, I'm not defending Samsung. I'm just like defending like the statements. Put my opposition out there for the statements. He said, okay. Miguel said they sheeps. Uh, Mark says OnePlus fangirls do the same. Okay, shots fired. Phone Tech at Work says Miggs and Forbes, the late nights. Okay, Albert. They got something called cognitive dissonance. Okay, we're going to have to look that up. Mark can tell you all about it. All right. Uh, God Davis says Apple fans are highly sensitive about everything. They do not take criticism at all. Okay, Wise says, okay, how was the Star Wars edition? He asked Albert about that. Okay, Albert said it's dope, of course. TJ says the only reason why Apple was so big because a lot of business and law makers have phones like Apple because it's secure. PS is BS. That rhyme, TJ. That's what's up. Huawei in general, okay. We love our Android phones. No one talks about Android. We will get mad at you. That's what Antoine said. Why said I'm case mat. He a case maniac. Albert said not only color, they will shit what they great. Okay, okay. All right. Android is the best. App was just better in every way. LOL. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think the thing is like the precursor, the back in the day when iPhones was dropping, which was true, the preconceived notion is, see, to me, I always looked at the folks that went straight for Apple back in the day as it was trendy. It was like being a like a Heat of the Miami. It was a fan of the Miami Heat when LeBron was there. It was the thing to do, you know. It's the trendy thing, is like, the thing to have. So, and it was like, okay, I got money, I got an iPhone, I got, Android phones are cheap or whatever. So it's like maybe they just feel like they just like in this upper echelon world of Appleism that can't be touched. I don't know, but I'm just throwing that out there. Should my BG Tech Life. Maybe I'm ranting.
You call it Appleism? I never heard that word.
Appleism.
Appleism. I think we have to get that one framed or patent somewhere, dude. Maybe hey, we could get T-shirts that say that. Hey, what other comments we got, man? Anything else?
Nah. Why I said I have like 8 LOL. Okay, now we good. We good on the comments.
Yeah, I mean, I think well, if we're talking about Apple fans, Samsung fans, they both passionate. I know Guy Davis said something about LG fans in here too. I mean, because I made a couple videos when I had the V30, well, still had the V30, and you know they had their fans in there. Oh, he said Guy Davis said LG fans. Oh yes, they try and attack, and I told him what to kiss because if anyone else has a reason to criticize LG, it's people like me who were boot looped. Yeah, well, I never had any of my LG phones boot loop, so you know. But let's see. Albert, you and Big Dog are having a discussion. Let's just keep it friendly, y'all. No trolling each other. YS said uh, Apple and Android, it's like Star Wars movies never end. That is true. Mark T says messaging is better, apps are better designed, updates are provided more frequently, you get better support, and the ecosystem is top notch. That is, I mean, Apple has it all. Apple has it all together, man. I mean, if you buy that, well, I mean, I'm not into all the. Well, hold on, let me. I'm not into the Apple ecosystem like a lot of people, have it right now, but I do have Apple products in my home. My son has the iPhone 10. My daughter is all Apple out. She has I won't say all Apple out. She has the iPhone 7 because she doesn't like the bigger phones. She wants the iPhone 10, and then she has her MacBook Pro, the 2016 version, when it came out last year. So, and she has all that Apple stuff, and she loves it. It's the best thing to her. She can, download stuff from her MacBook to a phone, to a phone to the MacBook. The MacBook runs great, so she loves it. But I mean, you have the iPod, the pads. I mean, the iPads you have, you can. I mean, the ecosystem is great and how they utilize it. I'm just not into it that big. Google's trying it with the Google Home and all the Google Assistants. So it's interesting to see what's going on in the tech. And like I said, you have your Android fans, you have your Apple fans, and it's definitely, something interesting. Albert, you said the LG G4 was boot looping on me like crazy. Had LG send me 3 replacements, they all sucked. Yeah, I mean, the G4 I had never boot looped on me, thank God. But I skipped the G5, so I know people was having problems with that one too. My V10, my V20 was fine too. Let's see.
I
Albert,
had two.
Yeah, two what?
Oh, I had two. I had 3 G4s.
Really, two, and they all boot loop?
Now, I never had a boot loop problem, but both of them went up the same way. LG or Verizon ended up sending me out. LG actually, because I contacted Verizon and it was still in the manufacturer's warranty. What kept happening was, I guess I was recording so much content on my G4 when I had it. The camera was defective, would break, and when I go to hit the screen for the autofocus, it will start making like a churning noise. It will be the actual camera trying to autofocus, but it couldn't. I don't know what was going on as far as the hardware go, and then like the screen would just blink out sometimes. So that happened to me twice on 2 different LG G4s, and I ended up getting a third one. I think after that, that's when I had moved on from the G4 and got the G5.
So you had the G5 too? I just totally skipped on it, dude. I wasn't feeling it. Shout out to Big Migs. He said he has to leave. He said he's out. He said take care. Big Migs, thanks for joining the chat. Always being up in here with us. Albert, you said that LG G4 got so hot it kept desorting some of the Whoa, that's not good. That is not good at all. Antoine said Android phones have more apps than iPhone apps, and you can get a lot of updates on Android phones than iPhone updates. I don't know if that's true, Antoine. I don't know if I think Apple has a lot of apps on their store. I don't I don't know how true that one is, but you know, it is what it is. Guy Davis said, Albert, I went through that, and I swear never again. I'm leaning towards Huawei rather than LG. I got bitten once. I mean, hey, the Huawei is great. Any one of you got the U11 Plus? I don't have the U11 Plus. Ishmael, if Android Stud, Ishmael, if you want to check out the U11 Plus, check out Android Stud's channel. He has the U11 Plus, and he loves it too. By the way, not more than the Pixel XL 2, but he definitely likes it. So Tech for Your Niece says Apple has better quality apps than Android, in my opinion. I think a lot of people will say that. I don't know. It's I had the Apple iPhone with the iPhone 10. The gaming on the iPhone, the gaming apps ran a lot smoother on the iPhone than what it did on my Android phones. But it is what it is. Man, we going strong, dude. Time flies, man. I'm looking at the clock. We've been doing it almost 2 hours now. That's crazy. Almost two. We still have 15 people watching. Let's see. YS said, just turn on my U11. Time to update the apps. There you go. YS, use that 11. Use that U11, and you feel the same way like I do. Phone of the year, 2017. What can I say?
Huawei.
So, BG, so you think the S9 will be your first phone purchase of 2018?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be try to be more strategic this year. I wasn't very how do you say, I wasn't very enthused this past year on devices outside of my normal pickups, which my normal pickup for real honestly would be just a Note. But for some reason I just can't miss up on the S either. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, it'll probably be, that'll probably drop around February. There's a couple phones that I am looking for, and I will try to get early as possible in house, because I feel like this year left so much room for improvement, with the cameras being so much better on these other devices. The Samsung saying that I'm sure that they're gonna go ham on their cameras and try to get their cameras not just, you know what I'm saying, better than what's out now, point blank period. So that will be interesting. The display on the Pixel 2 XL, that fumble ball, I'm sure that they're going to pick it up and try to run with it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it completely all the way home. A couple devices that they done improved on, like the Essential phone may be even better next year. The iPhone 10, that form factor will continue and move forward, but I'm sure it'll be a bigger one and things of that nature and different things available. So this year, some things have came out, but it left a lot of room for improvement. So I think next year is going to be an even bigger year in tech, and what we're going to see is a lot more closer to flawless devices, because this year we're seeing a lot of devices come out flawed. I think next year people going to be these companies going to be really competing. So, get your money right.
So you think you're going to just skip right over the Mate 10?
I mean, the Mate 10 is already old.
Not officially in the US, man.
It's already is. I mean, I really, I'm not even just okay. Run down the specs to me of the device. I watched a couple videos, but I can't remember specific specs. But I mean, this phone has been out for some times. You know, even though it's not in the U.S. And you know, I would rather wait for a device that Huawei is going to drop specifically in the US. I mean that they're gonna bring that over here, but then you got to figure they're gonna make another device before 2018 is out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That thing is not. That thing is. They kind of done rode that horse. Is when you drop a phone in one market and it's not in another market, and reviewers get their hands on it, but nobody can really buy it. It's been out for a little while now, so it's not really, it in 2018 is already gonna be behind the ball, compared to anything after it, So I mean, no, not really. I mean, I would, I would wait. I would wait on that one. I would wait for Huawei to drop something specifically in the U.S. That I could get my hands on first, just like everybody overseas. They got their hands on that Mate 10, so I could, get it fresh out the gate, and it's freshly built to compete with what's coming out in 2018. Because this phone is going to compete with 2017 phones. Yeah, I'll wait on that. I know the S9 out the gate. Just like, I mean, a lot of people S8, not the plus, not just the S8. You know what I'm saying? That phone came out and held it down all year. They got the beta Oreo out for it, but I mean, that's a phone that's in the conversation. Just the S line period is a phone that stayed in the conversation all year from the beginning of the year. So is a strong is a strong line of device. It will and is a competitive line of device. So that's why I'm just curious to see what backs against the walls, phones with flaws. So I want to see some of these major manufacturers see what they do with their flagships, next year.
Good stuff. Big House Production says, is anyone anticipating anything new at CES besides the Galaxy S lineup? I think ZTE is going to drop a couple different phones. I was reading an article. They was talking about bringing Alan's favorite phone, the V9 Pro, back. So with an 18:9 ratio, which hey, that phone might be something to get interested in 2018. Phone Tech says need an 845 in 2018. Hopefully Samsung doesn't take it all. Antoine said Android phones is better because you can take your SIM card out and put in another phone, but iPhones you can't do that. I did that all the time, man. Ishmael said Phone Tech at Ishmael said Phone Tech word. I guess he was talking about Phone Tech's question. Let's see. Sean O said 845 is going to be a beast. Ismail said, as Sean, yeah, hopefully with better Wi-Fi bands than the premium download speed slow on that thing. Let's see. KB said, Antoine, you can SIM swap any phone. Guy Davis said, Big House Productions, I hope the Mate 10 and Mate Pro comes to Verizon too, but if not, I will switch to AT&T. Guy, I think it's just what I was reading online that it's ATT exclusive for the Mate 10 Pro. I don't think it's gonna come to like T-Mobile or any other carriers in 2018, which is a shame. I wish they would bring that to 2000. I mean to T-Mobile, because I would definitely get that one. Sean O said the foldable smartphone is dope by concept, but not realistic in real life. Hopefully they do something with that too. I can't wait for 2018 because 2017 was a lot of fun. But I know ZTE is going to bring a lot of different phones at CES. You know, I might have to jump on that ZTE train and get a couple of those phones because I think I missed out on a couple of them, dude. Some of them look really good.
Maybe, fools. Maybe I jump on it with you. Maybe we get out there together.
Yeah, we can do that, dude.
Maybe we get out there together, fools.
Hey,
Yeah,
we gotta like switch it up some, man. We can't just stick to
yeah, we got.
Note phones, Galaxy phones, LG phones. Huawei's pretty new. I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, if you've been watching my channel, I don't really have a favorite OEM. I buy everything pretty much, from Huawei to ZTE to I even have a Chinese phone, Yumi Digi. I don't even know where that thing's at. Let's see, where is that at? I don't get for I don't even know where that's at. Oh, there is that it? No, yeah, there it is. Look, I even buy Chinese phones that I don't even get LTE on, which it's okay. I think it's dead though. I haven't used it in a while. Maybe I could put digits on here and let it ring. But I even buy Chinese phones, so I try different phones out. So definitely, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, BG, because it's already going on 2 hours. It's 11 o'clock over here,
All
12,
right.
almost 1 o'clock over there, 12 o'clock over there.
So 11:56 is almost. It is almost 12 p.m. I mean 12 a.m. Eastern time. We're going into a new day, guys.
And I know we have to stream tomorrow, so I don't want to get you in trouble with the old lady, man, because I keep you on the stream tonight, and then tomorrow we keep you on the stream again, and then next time I talk to you, you'll be like, hey Forbes, can I come live with you in Texas? I'm like, like I have a lot of room, dude. I have a 4-bedroom house, so you could definitely come hang out with me if you want to move to Texas, though. It's kind of getting cold, man. BG, go ahead. I thank you for coming, chatting with me. Shout out where we can find you at, and we can wrap this up.
All right, guys. I'm BG Tech Life. You can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/BG Tech Life. You can follow me on Instagram. I keep it pretty lit over there. With things that's going on with my channel and my life, BG Tech Life. You can also follow me on Twitter, BG_Tech Life on Twitter. I couldn't get BG Tech Life on Twitter. I don't know who took that, but big middle finger to them. Thanks for having me, Forbes. I had a wonderful time. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Rock out with us tomorrow. I should be in the building if I don't, get caught up because I'm always down in the basement talking to Forbes. But what is it, man? BG Tech Life. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you, BG, for hanging out with me. I just want to shout out everybody that's still rocking with us. Big House Productions, Antoine, Ishmael, YS, Sean O is still here. KB still in the building. Mark T still here. Phone Tech at Work, Mr. Guy Davis. Let's see who else. Big Dog was in here earlier. Ishmael is still here. Man, if I forgot your name, don't think I did it on purpose. Tech for Your Knees is here. Albert Yu was rocking with. I mean, we had about 23 people strong. I just want to give a shout out to everybody. If you haven't subscribed to my man BG's channel, please do so. Also, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by New Year's Eve. Hopefully, I can do it. If not, it's still fine. It's been fun. But just to recap what the stream was about is my top 5. Again, top 5 is LG V30. Number 4, where's my note? Number 4 is the Note 8. Number 3 is the iPhone 10. Number 2 is the OnePlus 5T. And the phone of the year, people, I know you might not agree with me, but that's okay. I respect it. The HTC U11. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Forbes Reviews. I don't know who took Forbes Tech Reviews either on Twitter, but that's okay. You can follow me on YouTube at Forbes Tech Reviews. BG, it's been fun. Peace, y'all. Peace out to the stream. I definitely want to shout out everybody that's been rocking with me. U11 for the win. And see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow is Team 100's like 26th episode. We probably will stream at 10 o'clock. We don't know what channel yet, but check us out. Until next time, peace. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day.
Hey, before you go, Forbes, listen. This live, look, us as a duo, you know, this is what makes America great. And it makes me want to sing a song. Ebony and Ivory working in perfect harmony. So,
After that, peace. I'm out.
I'm out. Peace.
Let me stop.